Rebecca, where have you run off to? Mom and Dad have both been telling me you're ignoring all their calls and texts. Did you forget what day today is, Rebecca? Hey! Shut up! Do you have any idea what time it is? I want to sleep in some more. You know what time it is? It's almost noon now. And you have to go and meet with someone at 12 o'clock, right? I have to meet with someone? Oh, now that you mention it, I do remember something about meeting with someone. What do you mean you only just now remember something? What are you saying, Rebecca? You were the one that wanted us to set you up with someone who you could potentially date. So Mom and Dad have been doing all they can to find you someone who wouldn't mind meeting you, right? I was just on my way back home from my friend's wedding at the time and told everyone that I wanted to get married myself. That's all. And you're planning on getting married as well now too, so I just didn't want to be left out. That's it. But you kept on pestering Dad about setting you up with someone, so he went out of his way to get you a date with the son of one of his customers' CEOs, right? And about that, if I'm going to get married, I want it to be with someone who has loads of money. Which, that guy totally has, but have you seen the pictures of him? The pictures of the guy Dad set me up with? I did have a look at his picture once. You think I'm going to want to marry some fat guy like that? What? I want to be with someone who actually cares about his health and figure a bit more than that guy. You know I like my men thin and handsome, right? No matter how much money the guy has, if he's not good looking to me, then I don't want him. You don't want him? Did you ever tell Mom and Dad that then? Well, it's already too late to tell them now. Telling them both about this now would not change the fact that the plans were already made. Hold on a second, so you're not actually planning on going out to meet that guy today? That's right. And it's not like I want anything to do with him, and if I go there and he develops feelings for me, that'll be a huge pain in my neck. What are you talking about? You were the one asking over and over again to have Mom and Dad set you up with someone. And now that they've had a guy ready for you and everything, you're not going to tell them you don't want to see him anymore? No way that's okay, Rebecca. You should really tell Mom and Dad about this right now. I mean, this has to do with one of Dad's customers' sons. You understand that, right? All right, if I really have to go out and meet this guy, then why don't you go in my place and meet with him? I'm not playing around about this right now. I happen to be engaged right now, right? There's no way I'm going to go out and see another man who isn't my fiancé. It'll be fine. I happen to have your fiancé in my pocket anyway. What the heck is that supposed to mean? I might not want to go meet with that chubby guy, but that hasn't changed the fact that I want to get married. So I've made sure that I'll be the one getting married to your fiancé. What did you just say? That time you brought him over to meet your family, I've always thought he was really cute. I was always fine with the thought of having a good-looking brother-in-law would be nice, but I also thought his beauty would be wasted on you of all people. So I went and convinced him to give up on you and instead come and marry me. Without me ever noticing? But as far as I'm aware, my fiancé has never said anything to me yet about wanting to marry you now. Well, I was planning on moving in together today. The idea was when I started having all my things moved into that room with you guys, then you'd be able to pick up on what was happening between your fiancé and I. Huh? It would have been a pain for us if you found out about this before we set up all the plans, right? So that's why the plan is to have you moved out of that apartment and then I'll move in with him. Are you kidding me? I never heard anything about this from either of you, though. Well, that's why I told you it was being kept a secret between us. We wanted to make sure you wouldn't do anything about it until after I was already there with him. Have you guys really been talking about all of this behind my back this whole time? Yep. And that's why it's totally okay for you to go out and meet that guy Dad set up for me, since you no longer have a partner yourself. If anything, I'm being a really nice little sister by letting you go out with the man I was supposed to see today right after you lost your fiancé, right? How the hell are you even remotely close to a nice little sister? You're not only asking me to go out with this man you cried from Mom and Dad to set you up with, but you're asking me that after telling me you've been going out with my fiancé this whole time and plan to live with him now. Don't get so mad about it. I'm going to make sure to become an amazing wife in your place for your fiancé, all right? Now you can go and be happy with that fat loser in my place. It'll be totally fine. He's a perfect match for someone like you. So now that I've told you about everything, let's both have a wonderful time with our partners. You hold it right there, Rebecca. I am not done with you yet, especially after all you've just said to me.
I'm sure you've already heard everything from Rebecca now. But it's just like she said. So you and I are no longer engaged, Angel.
What the hell is going on here, Luke? Do you have any idea what you both are doing right now?
I had no choice, all right? I've started to realize that she's a lot better for me than you are. And now I'm in love with her.
So when you proposed to me and said that you loved me, it was a lie?
The moment I saw that you had a younger and far cuter little sister, I thought it would be best to get closer to her. So that's why I proposed to you and had us get reservations at that expensive restaurant, in order to see her while meeting your parents.
I cannot believe you. You and I went through with getting a whole wedding ready for us. We've already handed out all the invitations and everything, so what the hell are we going to do about that?
I'd like for you to tell all those that you invited that the wedding is cancelled. I will talk with those that I went ahead and invited to the wedding. And as a way of showing that I'm sorry, I'll pay for our wedding to be cancelled.
You're acting like you're being so kind to me for doing that. What makes you think any of this is even remotely okay?
I told you, I had no other choice. I was asked to be your sister's boyfriend by her.
She was the one that asked you? Rebecca?
She had told me about how your family had been trying to get her set up with a man to marry, but he's not her type. After she showed me the picture of him, I totally agreed with her that he is an absolute cow. I could see that she was never going to find the man for herself. And then at one point while talking to me, she asked me out.
And when something like that happens, you being the man who is already in a relationship says no to her.
I don't think you understand how hard it is for me to say no to the one girl that I've been wanting to be with the most.
Do you have any idea why she was looking for a man in the first place? Because she said that she only wants to get married because I was planning to, and so have all her friends. Do you really think she's being serious with you right now?
Oh, you think I'm going to fall for something like that? I'm sure she was getting jealous of everyone else, but that doesn't mean her love for me is fake. I get that all of this is hard for you, since you just found out that I've dumped you for her. But don't start trying to get me all worried about the relationship I've been having with her. Rebecca is a whole lot more cute than you, Angel, and that's why I've left you. Now leave my love with her alone.
I'm done with this. I cannot figure out what actually drove you to do all of that, and I don't even want to anymore. I thought you were a better man than that, but I guess I was completely wrong. You actually went ahead and cheated on me while we've been engaged.
Well, if I'm such a terrible man, then after today, don't you ever come around Rebecca or I. I'm so sorry for doing this to you, but there was nothing that could be done about it.
I know now that the reason for us having to call our marriage off is due to you cheating on me, so I'm going to get a settlement. Once I've gotten the money from you that I deserve, that'll be the end of me ever being around you. I'll make sure that I never even have to believe that either of you exist anymore.
You're getting a settlement from me, so you have been wanting my money.
I want for the both of you to see that what you've done is completely wrong, and that's why I'll be getting a settlement from you.
Go right ahead then. I've looked it up, and the amount you could even get from me for doing something like this is barely anything.
That's right, it is barely anything. But this isn't about me wanting money from you, but rather to teach you both lessons.
Well then, I'll be sending you the amount you ask for later.
Just make sure you read all the paperwork over that I send you so that there are no mistakes. I'll be sending you those papers later. But from what I've heard is that you're going to be moving, so I can't mail anything to you yet.
We're not going to be moving for another year out of this apartment, so just send me the papers and we'll see if they bring them here still. I'm sure they will.
Well, then I'll go ahead and do that. I never thought that this would be how our relationship would ever end. But I guess it's all better to happen now than later on for me.
I'm sorry that our love life of being engaged to one another was so short-lived, and that we never got to get married. But I'm going to be much happier with your sister, so you can be glad about that. I hope you're just as happy with, well, whatever man comes across you next.
Angel, long time no see. Are you still having a good time living as a single woman? I'm still so sorry about stealing your fiancé from you right as you both were going to get married. And what do you want from me now? So I guess you never did end up blocking me then. Perfect. I happen to have 3 things to tell you, so that's why I decided to text you. 3 things? The first one is that Luke ended up quitting his job, and from there he started his own company, which he is now running as the CEO. That's really great to hear. Now for the second piece of news. I'm pregnant! That is also great to hear. These aren't the kinds of reactions I was hoping to get from you. A little dry, I think. Did you not just hear me say that you're going to have a niece or nephew now? And this means that Mom and Dad will be getting their first grandbaby. You should be way more excited for me. I'm not excited about any of it, but I'll congratulate you. So what's this third piece of news you have? I plan on coming home to Mom and Dad's to have my baby there. What? You're coming back to have your baby at Mom and Dad's? So you're actually coming back? From what Lucas told me, his company is completely based online, which means he can do his work from anywhere in the world. So because of that, us 2 can go back to Mom and Dad's place. And we're both thinking of living with them long term. 3 years ago, I really thought that you were one hell of a crazy sister. But even now, you're proving to me that you are still frickin' crazy. Well, my husband is building this business of his up, so he needs all the money he can get, right? It would be a waste to put our money into our house, so it's much better to just move back home with Mom and Dad. Then we'll have all the money he needs for that company, right? And above saving money, having the baby be around Mom all the time would really help me out a lot. So you plan to have both Mom and Dad be there to help you out? Well, yeah. I'm giving them their first grandbaby after all, and the both of them have always spoiled me with anything I want, and this time I want to be home with them. So you really never came around to realizing just how much trouble you caused for all of us by running away with Luke? I do think it was a bit wrong that I stole your fiancé from you at the time, but you're also to blame for letting me steal him, right? So since you were in the wrong as well, do you mind leaving that house and letting my husband and I move into it with Mom and Dad? Excuse me? I'm pretty sure you're still living there with those 2, feeding off all their money, right? After having your fiancé stolen from you, you've continued to be single. I plan on coming back to Mom and Dad and making them happy with their first grandbaby, so the freaking obstacle of a loser needs to get out of there. We had that old house demolished, okay? What? What do you mean their house was demolished? I'm saying that the house has been destroyed and the land sold. Right now, there's no house on that plot of land. Wait a second, what the heck? I never heard anything about that happening. But from what I've heard, it's a realtor company that bought the land and they're going to build a new house on it. Wait a sec. So you're telling me Mom and Dad's house isn't there anymore? Where the heck am I supposed to go home to now? Actually, where are Mom and Dad right now? Tell me where they went. Dad ended up retiring from his job a little early last year, and with the money from that and from the land he sold, he took Mom with him and moved overseas. I think Thailand? They moved to Thailand? Those 2 have always loved the ocean. So they bought a really cheap house out by the ocean in Thailand and have been living there. Every week, those 2 are sending me pictures of the new life they both have there, and man, does it look awesome. Those 2 are really happy now. What the heck? I can't just get up and go overseas to be with them. Then, where the heck are you? Weren't you living off Mom and Dad at their house all by your lonesome? I had never been living off of Mom and Dad while I was in their house. I just happened to work for a company that was close to that old house, so they let me stay with them for a while as I worked. I had planned to move out of their place for good 3 years ago and stay in that apartment with Luke, but, well, we both know what happened there. As of right now, I'm living with my new husband. You got married? You, my older sister, got married? And I hear you going on about how you're giving Mom and Dad their first grandbaby, but I had my first child last year. So Mom and Dad already have a grandbaby now. You had a baby? You're lying, right? I mean, you lost your fiancé 3 years ago. 3 years! It's only been 3 years since you were thrown away by Luke. And people are always saying that one man's trash is another man's treasure. Now, I'm not saying that the person who threw me away before was anything like a man, but after having been thrown away, I went with Mom and Dad to go see the man that was set up to go out with you. We wanted to say sorry for you being a no-show, but after we did that, we decided to sit down with him and have a chat while having lunch together. Don't tell me you're with that ugly fatty. Did you actually marry a freak like that? I don't care that you got thrown away by Luke. You shouldn't go out with something like that after. But you had recommended to me that I go out with him after you said you stole Luke from me. Well, I'm just going to show you what he looks like now to clear this air. Who is that? That happens to be my husband holding our son. No freaking way! That guy looks nothing like that fat loser in those pictures I was shown. Had I known Dad set me up with a man like that, I would have never canceled on him. He's perfect for me. He happened to get some work done on himself, as well as get some skincare therapy. Also, at the time he was planning on going out with you, he had a lot of stress in his life. But now he's a completely new-looking man. After he had finished up all his treatments and therapy, he and I got married, where I've now been treating him to all kinds of healthy foods. Looking at him now, you would never be able to tell he was that man from 3 years ago. But he didn't even stop after all those treatments. Do you want to know why he put on so much muscle? Right after telling him that I was pregnant, he told me he wanted his son to look just as good as him, but didn't think he would be able to get his son to be active and healthy. So he started going to the gym 6 days a week and turned himself into a macho man in order to influence our baby. He is a wonderful husband and father. You're lying! I had thought for sure that he was a nobody, and I thought you having a baby with him would bring the birth of one of the most ugly-looking kids in America. Wait, now that I remember, this is that same guy that you and Dad said were saying he has a father that's a CEO? That's right. And as of right now, he's taking on his dad's position now that his dad is retiring. But that's not all. As right after becoming the CEO, he took his dad's company even further and made it an extra $2 billion this year. So, he's not just the son of the CEO that got put into that position, but he actually knows how to run the company? He really does. Where are you living right now, Angel? We're living in a very secure penthouse. A penthouse? I'm going there right now. I'm going to stay there and have the baby at your place. I believe 3 years ago we made the promise to never come around one another again, right? So that's not going to happen. Well, I'm saying it's fine for us to meet now. So let's bring things back to the way they were in the past and live together in peace, okay? All right? I don't think you and I were ever living in peace with one another, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. What? What are you talking about? You and I had some of the best times together as sisters, right? You think so? Even though you would always get away with doing whatever you wanted and then force me to take over for all your responsibilities? Even though you would always take my things from me without asking and then say that I lost them? I have still not forgotten about how back in high school when I graduated, Dad gave me that really nice watch, but right before I was going to wear it, you took it from me and broke it. Back then, I was just a wild young little girl. No, you were way too old by then to be acting like that. You told me after stealing Luke away from me that I should do my best to be happy with whatever man I found, right? Well, look, I've become very happy with my husband, and we have a house and family and everything. You said that we would both work to become happy, and look where we're at. I'm living the best life I can live right now, so you just need to try a little harder to be on my level. Wait, are you not going to help me? You know, I don't have to help you, right? But I was planning on having Mom and Dad be the ones to pay for everything I needed and house us. Right now, we don't have any money in our savings. How about you ask Luke's family to help you out then? His parents only ever had one kid, Luke, so this is going to be their first grandbaby, right? Aren't they going to be so happy to have you both living with them? 3 years ago, both his parents cut ties to us. They were both furious with us over having Luke leave you for me. Luke tried so hard to get them to understand us, but they kept telling us to never come back to them again. We can't ask for their help now. So right now, the only person I can rely on is you, Angel. And you think after what you did to me 3 years ago, you can come back asking me to help? Wild. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to deal with you anymore. Now, I'll be praying that you and your husband can make a decent enough family for your soon-to-becoming baby. Goodbye, forever. No way, right? You're really planning on throwing me away like this? Angel!
Please, Angel, do this for the man you first loved and your little sister. Please, help us out. If you don't do anything to help us, then myself and your little sister are going to be left for the streets with nothing we can do. You're living in a penthouse now, right? I hear you got married to a man with lots of money, right? I'm sure you can just give us one room in there where we can stay.
This is strange. I could have sworn somebody had told me 3 years ago that they were throwing me away from my more cute and better little sister. Who could that have been again that told me to never talk to them again?
I know that I really messed up after what happened back then, so let's just let go of all that happened then.
I believe it's me that gets to choose what we just let go and what we hold on to. You have no say in any of that.
Not bothering to help your family out, nor even daring to help your little sister. You're one cold witch, aren't you? I could sue you for this.
I've already gotten a settlement from the both of you for cheating on me. And I also have the evidence of what happened then, as well as audio recordings from when I had you talk to my lawyer. I'm not really sure what you plan to sue me for, but I'm sure the judge won't be having any of it from you. So are you sure you want to try me?
Hey, come now, Angel. It takes a lot of money to get a company up and running, and right now Rebecca and I don't have all that much money.
Well then, how about before you start up a new company, you actually work for all the money that you'll be needing? Isn't it pretty obvious that you're going to need to pay for your living expenses while you're building a company? Now listen here. I have chosen to never talk to either one of you guys again, all right? So I'm going to block the two of you now.
You will not?
My parents are both living overseas now in Thailand. And as for the penthouse we're living in, it is very secure and managed by a private security company. I'm thinking it won't be all too easy for either one of you to get to us. So if you are planning to be a couple of pests for me, then I'll be more than happy to take you both to court and sue. Please remember that.
Let's just both calm down and talk this out in person. I will literally come to you and get on my hands and knees apologizing for what happened 3 years ago. You're the only person that can help us.
You had told me that you would be able to do everything on your own back when you said for me to never come around you both again. So please, be a man of your word and go away. Now go enjoy that life you have with my little sister some more. After that, I went ahead and blocked those two's numbers. And then, when those two learned that I really did mean that I'd be blocking them, they went back to Luke's parents, begging them to let them in. And somehow it seemed to work, and those two were allowed to live with his parents. But the only condition was that they both had to pay to stay with them, so the life of being cared for by someone else never actually came after the move-in. And this was when Luke realized that he was never going to get his company to take off. So he gave up on it and started looking for a job again. As for Rebecca, she started to work at a supermarket close to Luke's parents' house. I know that I said I'd never be around those two ever again and that they'd never be allowed around me, but I happened to stay good friends with Luke's mom for the past 3 years. So when anything happens regarding those two, I hear about it through her while we're getting coffee together.
Well, Samantha, has the baby been born yet?
No, Isaac. Trust me, I'll keep you in the loop on how I'm doing. You don't need to ask me 3 times a day if the baby's been born yet.
You have got to be kidding me. Would you hurry it up already? You've been in the hospital for an entire week now. What are the doctors saying? When do they think it's gonna happen?
Well, my due date is next week, and the doctors say that if the baby isn't born by then, they'll induce labor.
So that means it's still gonna be another week?
I'm sorry, Isaac. I know you're excited to meet the baby, and I am too. I also know that you must have been lonely without me this last week while I've been in the hospital. They said my blood pressure was getting too high, and they wanted to keep me here in case something happened to me or the baby. I guess high blood pressure can be really dangerous to pregnant women.
Now don't worry about me. I haven't been lonely. And speaking of which, I want to get divorced.
Huh? Really, Isaac? That's not funny.
I'm not joking. Look, I know this may be bad timing for you, but it's great timing for me. I'll send a set of divorce papers to your hospital room, sign them and send them back as soon as possible. You're not too sick to sign your name, are you?
Isaac, you're serious about this? You really want to divorce me? Now?
Like I said, it's now or never. I don't want to wait until after the baby is born to get divorced. Things would get super messy. Now that I know you've still got a week until the baby's born, that means you have plenty of time to sign everything.
What is wrong with you? You're divorcing me while I'm in the hospital about to give birth to your baby? Why, Isaac? Why would you betray me like this?
You want the truth? I've fallen in love with someone else.
I don't believe you. Who is it, Isaac? Who is this woman who's so wonderful that you're willing to leave your pregnant wife for her?
Riley!
No. My younger sister? That Riley?
Do you know any other Rileys? You have no idea how hard it's been for me since you've been in the hospital. I've had to cook my own meals, do my own laundry, clean the house by myself, all while still going to work.
You think it's been easy on me?
Obviously, all you're doing is laying around in a comfortable hospital bed all day.
This isn't exactly a king-size luxury mattress, you know. It's also not much fun having wires attached to every part of my body 24/7.
Oh, poor you! You want pity? You're gonna have to look elsewhere. While you've been shirking your responsibilities as my wife, Riley has been taking care of me. Once she heard how hard I was having it, she started coming down here multiple times a day to cook and clean for me. I can't believe I married you, and your sister was a far superior woman all along.
I've only been gone a week. 1 week in the hospital and you abandoned me for my sister? You are a psychopath. An evil, pathological monster. How could you?
It is what it is. Getting mad at me won't change anything. Aren't you supposed to be watching your blood pressure?
You're a jerk, Isaac. You are nothing but scum.
Calm down already. I know this is gonna cause problems for you, so I'm prepared to do my part to take responsibility. I'll make sure you and the kid are taken care of. You'll get plenty of child support. You know I can afford it. But just so you're aware, that's all you're gonna get from me.
What are you saying?
That I don't want to be any part of that kid's life. I'm not gonna be a father to some other kid while I should be paying attention to my new wife.
Just when I thought you couldn't stoop any lower, you're abandoning your own child? I am astonished. I never thought you were capable of doing something like this.
Why do you think I'm doing this, Samantha? Huh? It's your fault.
My fault?
Yeah, you must have been eating too much and exercising too little. If you would have taken better care of yourself while pregnant, you wouldn't have landed in the hospital.
You don't know anything about pregnancy. They're extremely unpredictable. Even the same woman can have completely different experiences with each child. And let's set the record straight here. I have been on my feet practically all day, every day, ever since I got pregnant, taking care of the house. You completely refused to help me with the housework. Actually, the doctor said that is what most likely caused my high blood pressure.
Oh, so you're blaming me now?
Yes, because it's your fault.
Oh, go screw yourself. I'm done with you. All that matters is Riley and I can finally be together. Sign those divorce papers just as soon as you get them. Got it? Good luck with the birth.
Riley, answer your phone right now. You owe me an explanation. What could this be in regards to? Don't play games with me, Riley. You can't really blame me, Samantha. You should have been a better wife, that's all. I have been a fine wife for Isaac, and then all of 2 days into my hospital stay, you swoop in and steal my husband away from me? You should be glad I waited this long, honestly. I've been wanting to get my hands on Isaac since you guys started dating. You being laid up in the hospital made this the perfect chance to finally make my move, and I took it. You mean you've been planning this? What woman in her right mind would pass up the opportunity to land a man making 6 figures? He has to make around $300,000 a year, right? I saw that sweet new car he bought. That must have cost a ton. Yeah, actually around $200,000. He went and bought that without talking to me at all. I wanted to get a more practical car since we're going to be having a baby soon. I guess he was thinking about driving around with me instead of you and your kid. Seriously though, I never expected it would be this easy to rip him away from you. He must not have loved you very much to begin with. All it took was a couple meals and a couple hours cleaning his house, and he started giving me the look. You know what I mean? Oh, shut up, Riley. Whatever, you can have him. I don't want a dirtbag like him in my life anyway. You mean you won't fight the divorce? Nope, I'm done. All my feelings for him are gone. Yes! Now I can finally get married to him. We can start going out together in public and everything. Oh, and one more thing. I'll bet you're planning on getting a bunch of money from him in alimony and child support and whatever. But that all ends once I give him a kid. Excuse me? You think you have any say in the matter? You think you can afford to fight him in court? He's got FU money. I don't want him to spend 1 single cent on your kid when he should be spending it all on me and my kids. By the way, we plan on working very hard to have a baby right away, so enjoy his money while it lasts. You are the most selfish, self-centered person I have ever met. You know what? Fine. If that's how you're gonna be, I don't need any money from him. Whoa, really? I'm gonna hold you to that, you know. Go right ahead. No alimony, no child support. On one condition, however. Oh, great, a condition? What is it? The two of you are never to contact me or my child ever again. Is that it? Really? You mean it? Yes. The only thing I want is for you to disappear from my life forever. Awesome! Now you'll be out of the picture and we won't have to give you any money. No taking that back now. A deal's a deal. But are you really sure about this? How are you gonna make it on your own? I'll make do. I quit working once I found out I was pregnant, but my nursing license is still valid. Go ahead and tell Isaac to send the divorce papers as soon as possible. I'll sign them right away. But let me warn you, nothing good will come out of this for you. I know you seem really stoked on having kids, but I strongly recommend you reconsider. You two lack the moral fiber to be good parents. Any kids you had would lead a life of bitterness and misery because of you. Sore loser. I don't want to hear any of your empty threats. Just sign those papers and get out of our lives. I'm gonna have tons of babies with Isaac, and they're all gonna be just as successful as he is.
Hey, Samantha, you still using this number? If this is still your number, answer me back as soon as possible. I need your help with something.
It was a nice 3 years without hearing from you, Isaac. Why did you have to go and ruin all of that? I was this close to forgetting that you ever existed.
Yeah, you're bitter and angry that I dumped you. I got it. You finished? Good, let's get down to business. It's an emergency. You need to come to my house right away.
I would rather get hit by a truck.
Yeah, funny coincidence. Riley actually did get hit by a truck.
Wow, really? Is she okay?
Not even close. Well, I mean, she'll live, but she'll be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. The impact severed the nerves in her lower spine. She's paralyzed below the waist.
Wow, that's really too bad. She's still so young.
I don't need your pity, Samantha. I need your help. You have to come over here and help take care of her. I have way more important things to do than spend all day babysitting her.
What could be more important than taking care of your wife?
Making money? I have to work, and you're her sister, so you have a responsibility to help her out.
No way! I have my own child, my own job, my own life. I have no obligation at all to lift a finger for her.
None of that is an excuse. So you have a kid. She's 3 now, right? 3-year-olds can walk. She can take care of herself. Hey, she could probably even give Riley a hand around the house.
You haven't even met her before, but you think you can make her work for you? To support the woman who stole her father away?
That's right. I am her father. And as her father, I order her to work around the house.
You're disgusting, Isaac.
You can call me whatever you want. Just get over here and start cleaning. I'm desperate. You said you have a job, right? I can take care of that too. I'll pay you to work for me.
How much?
For someone with your skills and experience, $500 a month.
Did you forget a zero in there?
No, someone like you isn't worth any more than $500 a month, that's all. You can keep your current job if you want, but no more night shifts. You need to work day shifts only and come straight over here after you get out. You'll make our dinner and clean up in the evenings, then once Riley's asleep, you can go home. Then you'll have to come in before you go to work every morning to make our breakfast and lunch.
For $500?
It's either that or you work for free.
I'm not working for you for any amount of money.
You can't turn me down. You must need the money. You turned down both alimony and child support. You're probably homeless right now, and it's not gonna be that much work. You should be glad I'm even offering you $500.
If it's not that much work, then you do it. Or at least pay someone a proper wage to do it for you.
You don't get to tell me what to do. Now quit your whining, grab an apron, and get over here. I'm hungry and want my dinner. And don't forget about your sister. Riley needs you.
Sister? What sister? I don't have a sister. My only family are my mom, dad, and daughter.
You're pathetic, Samantha. Are you really still mad about me divorcing you? It's been 3 years already. Get over it.
Yeah, it's already been 3 years since you divorced me while I was getting ready to go into labor. My, how the time has flown. Not that you would know, but your daughter has grown a lot since then. She's walking, talking, running, singing, and playing all day long. I even started her on piano lessons a while back, and she's kind of a natural. But no matter how much time passes and how happy I am watching my daughter grow, I will never forget what you did to me, and I will never forgive you. So no, I won't get over it.
Would you stop thinking about yourself and your petty grudges for 1 second? Don't you care that your sister is paralyzed?
Do I care? Yeah, I guess you could say I do. I couldn't be happier that something so unfortunate happened to someone so evil.
What?
And for the record, Riley and I had a deal. In exchange for not demanding child support and alimony, she would never interfere in my life ever again. She held me to my end of the bargain, so I am holding her to hers.
She never told me anything about that.
I can send you our text messages if you want. She was thrilled about the prospect of never speaking to me again.
Oh, come on. You're really gonna take an off-the-cuff deal like that? Seriously?
Unlike you, I keep my promises. If you want me to break my promises, then you owe me back pay for the child support and alimony you would have had to pay me. Over 3 years, that should come out to around $100,000, I'd say.
You want me to pay you $100,000?
In a lump sum, cash payment, yes. As for caring for Riley, sorry, but $500 just isn't gonna cut it. I'd consider it for $5,000 a month, though.
You're out of your mind. There's no way I'm gonna pay you that much.
Oh? Then no deal. Take care of her yourself. How could you be so cruel to me? You're a nurse, aren't you? You'll take care of whatever random people come into your hospital, but not your own sister? I'm not interested in helping you mitigate the damage that your own karma did to you. You deserve every bit of what happened to you. So how are your babies doing? My babies? Yeah, you said you were gonna have a bunch of babies with him. How are you dealing with them now that you're paralyzed? Well, It turns out having babies isn't as easy as I thought. Actually, it's impossible for me. Uh-oh. You mean I'm infertile? I found out before I got hit by that truck. We've been trying for a long time, so I got tested and yeah, I can't have kids. There are treatments, though, and it's not a 0% chance. It's just really small. Isaac doesn't seem to be interested in me anymore, though. He's been cheating on me. I'll bet he's gonna divorce me any second now. Go on. He's the one who's responsible for me being paralyzed. I was suspicious of him for a while because he started staying at work way later than he did before. So one day I went over to his office to wait for him to get out of work. When he got in his car, I followed him. He drove to a bar downtown and I parked on the opposite side of the road to watch what he was doing. And then I saw him walk out with some pretty young bimbo on his arm. Oh man, keep going. This is getting good. I jumped out of my car to go confront him, but the moment I stepped out of the car, boom. Yeah, boom. That was a great story. Oh, thanks for telling me, Riley. Hey, stop mocking me. I think your attitude is going to change towards me once I tell you about my plan. Your plan? I'm going to divorce him and take him for all he's got. I'll clean out his savings accounts, stock portfolios, his house, even his car. Everything is going to be mine. And if you agree to help me out, then I'll give you half. You need money, right? You're a single mother, so I know things can't be going that great for you. I'd say I'm doing better than you are right now. I don't get it. What's with that attitude? I'm offering you the deal of a lifetime here. You have the opportunity to secure your daughter's future. If you let me live with you, then you'll get all the money you could ever want. You can pay for your daughter's college education, buy her a nice starter house, a nice car, anything. And in the meantime, while you look after me, I can look after her. That way you can keep your job during the daytime and not have to worry about a babysitter or daycare service. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? Not a chance. I would never let you anywhere near my daughter after what you did to me. You are the home-wrecking harlot who ripped her father away from her, and now you want to babysit her? I think that truck must have damaged your brain, too. Actually, no, you were always this stupid. Never mind. And you want me to let you live with me? Just the thought of seeing you every morning and night makes me want to puke. Are you really gonna turn down free money? I've done it before and I'll do it again. You want to sue him? Go ahead, take him to the cleaners. Then you can use that money to hire a nurse or something. But I don't just want a nurse, I want company. I want a friend. I can't handle being alone. Well, then I guess you have no choice but to do whatever it takes to stay with Isaac, even if that means turning a blind eye while he cheats. You expect me to allow him to cheat on me? How else do you plan on keeping him from divorcing you now that you're infertile and wheelchair-bound? I don't know. Well, put on your big girl thinking cap and start coming up with ideas. Either that or stop asking Isaac for a reason whenever he comes home late.
Samantha, I'm begging you. Please, you have to help me. I lowballed you before with $500 a month. I know. I'm sorry. So name your price. I'll pay you as much as you want. Just take care of Riley for me.
Are you groveling right now? That's a change of heart. What happened to your cocky attitude from before? Go on, tell me all about it. I loved hearing from Riley a month ago.
I'm gonna lose my job at this rate. Riley is constantly bossing me around. I'm at my wit's end.
Uh-huh. Well, first things first, calm down. How are you gonna tell me about your life collapsing from beneath you if you're so tense?
I can't calm down. Why do you think I'm talking to you right now? I need help now.
Then start explaining.
Okay. So, I tried hiring a bunch of live-in and visiting nurses, but Riley hated all of them. Every time I hired a new one, she would fire her on the first day. Now it's up to me to do everything for her. My company has a strict policy against working from home, but I begged and pleaded with my bosses, and they finally relented and let me work remotely. But it's not going well.
Tell me more, Isaac. Don't spare a single detail.
There's a super important web meeting that I need to lead, but I've had to delay it 5 times now because of Riley. As soon as the meeting starts, she'll start pounding on my door and shouting at me. I'm hungry. I need to go to the bathroom. My leg itches. I can't find the remote. It's almost like she's doing it on purpose. My colleagues are furious, and so are my superiors. They made an exception for me, but since it's now clear I can't successfully work from home, they rescinded my permission. I have to go back to the office now.
How terrible. Please continue.
Every day before I leave the house, she rips into me for the whole morning about how she thinks I'm having an affair.
But you are having an affair, right, Isaac?
That's not important right now.
I thought so.
She follows me out to my car, shouting at me the whole way. You're a cheating scumbag. I'm stuck in this wheelchair while you're sleeping with another woman. I hate you.
Correct on all counts.
Shut up.
Sorry, go ahead and continue.
She shouts so loud that I bet everyone in the neighborhood can hear her. I can see the neighbors looking through the slits in their curtains. It's like my marriage is some kind of soap opera to them.
That sounds positively dreadful, Isaac. Keep going.
Today she did the worst thing yet. She came to my office. She rolled herself all the way into the back offices and started shouting about how I was having an affair. She said it's my fault she got hit by that truck.
Is it your fault?
Again, that's not the point. The point is everyone in my office now knows I'm cheating on her. I mean, thinks I'm cheating on her.
Nice Freudian slip.
You really think this is funny?
Oh no, Isaac, not at all. I was just thinking what a good sign this is.
A good sign?
Riley is healthy enough to get all the way to your office and bypass all your company's security. Isn't that great? She's recovering. She shouldn't need as much help anymore.
I don't think she needs the help either. I think she's just milking her injury for all it's worth.
Well, as much as I am loving story time today, let's cut to the chase. Why are you contacting me? I made it clear the last time I wasn't going to help you.
Yeah, I know. I was going through your Instagram pictures today.
That's kind of creepy.
I was just curious, about how you and our daughter are doing. I see you're taking her to piano lessons.
Yeah, she's been going for a while now.
The video from her recital that you posted a few days ago was one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Seeing her in that cute little dress almost made me tear up a bit. Since Riley's, out of commission, I don't know if we'll ever be able to have kids.
I heard about all of that from Riley. Get to the point.
I want to meet her.
Yep, saw that coming.
I know, you must think I'm the most selfish jerk in the world right now.
You are correct.
But please, can't I meet her? Just once? I'm not stupid enough to ask you to take me back.
You were stupid enough to throw me away, though.
But, I don't know, could we maybe have dinner together one of these days? You, me, and our daughter? What do you say?
What do I say, Isaac? I say you must be out of your mind. Seriously, you've got some gall to be asking me to let you meet our daughter after you willingly walked away from her. Don't think I forgot what you said the day you divorced me. You said that you don't want to be any part of that kid's life. You may have broken every other promise you made to me and Riley, but you're gonna keep that one. She is my daughter, not yours, not ours, mine. She's the most beautiful thing in this world, and I will not allow you to poison her pure heart. You think you can just treat me like dirt and walk in and out of my life whenever it's convenient for you? Think again.
Samantha, I'm sorry. I was awful to you. I realize that now.
You're too late for apologies. I will never forgive you. If you're really sorry and really want to make it up to me, there's only one thing you can do.
What is it? Tell me and I'll do it. Whatever it is, you name it, it's done.
The thing you promised to do 3 years ago. Never interfere in my life again. You are dead to me.
Samantha, please!
Good luck with Riley, Isaac. You're all she has. For once in your life, do the right thing. Don't abandon her like you abandoned me. Goodbye, Isaac. Surprisingly, Isaac kept his word to me. He never tried to contact me again. I heard about how things are currently going for him through some mutual old friends. It was clear to Isaac that Riley would drive away anyone who he hired to take care of her. He put in a request to his company to be transferred to a less demanding position so he'd have more free time to spend on her. This obviously meant a significant pay cut. He's now making less than a third of what he was making before. He couldn't make the payments on his car anymore, so he had to sell it to pay off the rest of the loan. The mortgage on his house is a bit beyond his current means too, but he's fighting tooth and nail to avoid having to move somewhere cheaper. Even at his less demanding position, he's still having a hard time at work. News of his wife's accusations quickly spread through the company. However, like usually happens with rumors, they changed quite a bit as time went on. Just cheating on his wheelchair-bound wife would have been enough to get him labeled a pariah, but once the story became abusing his wheelchair-bound wife, let's just say he's not making any friends in his new department. Riley is also just as bitter and angry as she's ever been. No matter how much he does for her, it's never enough. When he makes her dinner, it's not quick enough. When he makes her bed, it's not neat enough. When he gets her new clothes, they're not stylish enough. Both at the office and around the house, he just wanders around in a daze, like his soul has been sucked out of him. As for me, though, I'm doing just fine. After the divorce and birth of my daughter, I moved in with my parents for a while. Once I was able to get back to work, they looked after my daughter while I was gone. Now I'm completely back on my feet and I'm living on my own in an apartment near the hospital where I work. My daughter has been scouted by a private elementary school for musically gifted students. Not only that, they said due to my family situation, she would qualify for a full scholarship. I can't wait to see what the future brings, both for me and my daughter.
What is the matter with you? I honestly just don't know how much I can take of this.
Wait, what? Megan, what are you talking about?
I am talking about you. Ever since I stole your husband, you've been a total downer. Like, accept that I took him and get over it, Tina.
Wait, what? I really have no idea what you're talking about at all right now.
What are you talking about? How do you not know what I'm talking about right now? I am talking about the fact that I stole your husband. Aren't you crushed about it? Don't even deny it. I know that you are. I know that you're at my house ringing the doorbell all the time. And I know that you're calling my work, trying to call for my firing as well, and I am just sick of it.
Megan, I really have no idea about what you're talking about at all.
So what? You're telling me that you told someone else about this and that they're the ones doing all of this? Who is constantly calling the store that I work at and demanding to speak to my boss all the time? Did you know I was called into his office and told I would be fired if this goes on? Why are you doing this to me right now? I am the top salesperson at my store and you're going to ruin everything.
Megan, please, you need to calm down. I really have no idea what you're talking about and I'm not doing anything to you.
You are seriously such a loser, Tina. Just get over the fact that I've stolen Max from you. It's done and over, and acting like a sore loser is not going to change anything.
But I am telling you that I haven't done anything. I'm not doing anything. I don't know why you think this is me, but I promise you that I haven't done any of the things you're accusing me of. If you won't admit it, then fine. But I'm just going to let you know that I am not going to lose to you. I'm not going to quit my job, and I am not giving you Max back. In fact, thanks to you, our love is stronger than ever now, and Max is always saying about how he'll be there to protect me. I bet you've never had a man say the kinds of sweet things that he's been telling me. Oh, really? You guys are that serious about each other, is that right?
That's right, and we're not going to let you ruin this for us. Your little tricks aren't going to work. This is your first and final warning. Do you understand me? Don't ever mess with me again.
Hey, come on, Tina. You really need to stop this. I mean, what are you going to do? Come after me once you deal with Megan? I mean, you know that I know you've been calling my work. What's the matter with you?
Max, what in the world are you talking about? First Megan and now you?
Well then, who is doing all of this? If not you, then who? You need to leave us alone and stop bullying us.
You both keep telling me to do that, but I am telling you that I'm not doing anything.
If you're really all that bothered by what's going on, then why don't you call the police?
We did call the police and they told us not to waste their time with petty family squabbles. So that's why Megan and I are telling you to knock it off. I don't care how in love with me you are. You need to stop this right now. You and I are never ever getting back together.
Okay, Max, you really have the wrong idea here. For the last time, I am not bullying you, and I certainly don't still like you. Why in the world do you think I would even want to get back together with the man who slept with my sister?
What are you talking about? Of course you still like me. Don't lie. But the thing is, I fell in love with your sister the moment I met her. So while I get that you'd wish things could go back to the way they were, it's just not going to happen. I mean, you basically forced me to marry you in the first place.
I'm not going to let you gaslight me like this, Max. You were the one begging me to get with you. But the fact that you couldn't only betray me with my sister and then lie to me about it is amazing. I really did love you, Max, but the moment that I found out the truth about you and Megan, I lost all respect for you. And now I wouldn't want to get back with you if you were the last man on Earth. You are nothing but trash.
What did you just call me? What's the matter with you?
Nothing is the matter with me, and why would I even bother trying to get a piece of trash like you fired? You really think I'm going to waste my time with a little worm like you?
But you can't talk to me like that. I know that you're the one calling our works. You can't hide it. I know that you're still crazy about me. There's no way that you can forget about the love that we had. Tell me that you love me.
You are seriously crazy. Are you not even reading the messages that I'm sending you?
Tell me that you love me, but it still won't change anything. I'm with your sister and nothing is going to change that. She's the only girl for me now.
I literally don't like you anymore, Max. What about that don't you understand?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk to you like this anymore. You need to get over me and quit stalking us. Stop trying to come in between Megan and I. I'm serious. You better quit messing with us or else. Got it?
I seriously just can't believe you. How many times have we asked you to knock it off? I know that Max had to have a little chat with you as well, but you have to stop this. You are driving us crazy. You mean that you and Max are still being harassed? That's right. It stopped for a while, and we thought we'd finally gotten through to you, but apparently not. And you sure did come back with a vengeance, didn't you? I mean, what in the world is with all of these packages that you're sending us? Hold on, you're getting packages as well? Have you even bothered to look at the return address? I'm sure if you looked at those, you would see that I'm not sending you anything. You think I'm going to waste my time looking at those packages for even more than a second? How many of these did you even send out in total? I can't believe that you're all doing this by yourself. Megan, you seriously need to start reading these texts that I'm sending you because I'm not doing any of this. Well, we have proof because you sent us the packages and we'll just trace them back to you. And just what is up with these letters from lawyers? When you divorced Max, you said that you weren't going to be suing us for our affair, so why in the world are you trying to do so now? Hold on a second, you're being sued for an affair? Megan, that really isn't me. I told you guys that I wasn't going to do that and I meant it. Besides, you two told me that you didn't want to waste your money on me. You even told me that you didn't have money to pay me if I did sue you. You guys practically begged me to not go through with it, remember? And so now I guess that you're just getting revenge on us in this way instead? It's so obvious, it's not even funny. You're nothing but a bully and a criminal. Megan, you are being absurd. I can't believe this. You should have quit asking for money and quit going after Max from the very start. But I guess I'm at fault for underestimating just how desperate you are. But fine, if it'll finally get you off our back, then we'll pay you what you want. Megan, you are just talking to yourself at this point. I don't want your money, and I'm not doing any of this. If you really want to know, I moved all of our money into a secret bank account that you didn't know about. So if you really want, I can pay you tens of thousands of dollars. Although you should know that Max doesn't know about this, and he really doesn't have any money. Wait, what? Literally, what is going on? Why are you telling me all of this? What is happening? I really didn't want to have to do this, if I'm being honest. But if it'll get you off our backs, I'll pay you. How does $20,000 sound? I don't want your money, and I don't care about your secret bank account. Why aren't you listening to anything I have to say? Look, I am telling you that I am willing to pay, but you have to promise to leave us alone after this. You have to promise me here and now that you'll stop bullying me. I am sick and tired of putting up with all of your little schemes and threats. It is driving me up the wall, so fine. You win, take my money, and leave us alone. But I've already been paid, although I'll gladly take the money as compensation for how annoying you've been. But I will tell you once again that I haven't done anything. You and Max have just been blaming me for all this. If you think you feel confused about all of this, then how do you think I feel? So go ahead and send that money over. Now, hold on just one second here, Tina. What do you mean that you've already been paid? I thought that Max never paid you at all for our affair. I guess you haven't heard anything from Max yet, have you? It's true that I didn't ask either of you for money when I found out about the affair. And you both really did trick me. I thought that you two were penniless, but then I got a phone call from Max's parents. And they offered to pay me instead as a way of apologizing for their son's behavior. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? They really did that? That's right. I don't know how they found out that I never got any money, but they did reach out to me. And you should know that Max was furious when he found out too, but they paid me $30,000 for the whole affair. Max's parents paid you $30,000? That's what I'm telling you. And Max was there when I went to his parents' place, but his parents told him that they were paying it as a loan to him. And they forced Max to sign a contract agreeing to pay down the fee every month. But you're kidding me! I had no idea about any of this at all! I guess you really haven't told Max about your secret bank account then, because I can't imagine he'd agree if he knew. I don't believe what I'm hearing right now! So you both tricked each other into thinking that the other didn't have any money and now Max is $30,000 down the hole? Good luck explaining this all to him, though. But I haven't told Max about the account at all. Are you really telling me that he's been paying back his parents this whole time? Wait a second. When he got married, he told me that his job had cut his pay. Is that what that was about? He told me he would be getting about $500 less a month. Ah, so that's how he managed to fool you about this. But that $500 a month is quite the tell, isn't it? But wait a second. If you were already paid by Max's parents for our affair, then there'd be no reason for you to demand more, right? That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. I got $30,000 and I am very happy with that. But then, I don't get it. What is this all about? Who is sending these demands for money? If it's not you, then who? I told you to open the packages, check the return address, and figure it out yourself. But anyways, now that we've cleared this all up, it sounds like you've got quite a bit to talk about with Max. But feel free to send that $20,000 for all the trouble you've given me over this. Tina, are you there? I did it. I finally managed to figure out who it was sending these invoices demanding that we pay them. It was the wife of my boyfriend. She's the one that's been behind all of this. Sorry, did you just say your boyfriend's wife? What is that supposed to mean exactly? So you're telling me that even though you're married to my ex-husband, that you're cheating on him? Wait, no, hold on. That's not what I mean. You don't understand. It's not a real affair or anything like that. It's just a little fun on the side is all. It's just that ever since Max and I got married, the thrill of our relationship has just really died out. Wait, what? Are you serious? Wow, I don't even know what to say about that. Well, of course, I'm so happy to be with Max and have him as my husband, but I think what pushed us together is that we were doing something wrong. I mean, who doesn't want to fool around with a married man, right? Stealing Max from you was half of the fun of the whole affair. You really are just a trashy woman. Do you realize that? You just jump from married man to married man. But I don't get it. How did it come to this? How could she be suing me for this? Oh, right. Now that you mention it, you said that you'd been getting a bunch of those notices in the mail, right? So you mean to tell me that they were really all from the same person? No, not exactly. There were a few people, if I'm being honest. But somehow all the wives of the men that I was seeing found out. I don't know how, but they all knew that I'm sleeping with their husbands, and now they're all threatening to sue me. I just don't get how you could let things get this far. I mean, you do realize this is all your fault, right? But what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to afford all of these lawsuits? In total, I am being asked to pay $70,000 for all my affairs. Well, it sure is a good thing that you have your secret bank account, right? I'm sure you can pay them all with that. Just don't forget about the $20,000 that you offered me as well. You know that I don't have enough money for any of this at all. I only have $30,000. I can't afford $70,000. Well, it sounds to me like you might need to start selling things and get ready to take out some big loans. Otherwise, I have no idea how you're going to afford any of that. I don't think that these other ladies are going to be as nice about it to you as I was when you slept with Max while we were married.
Tina, are you there? I finally figured out who the guy trying to harass me at work with phone calls is. It's actually someone from my office.
So someone in your office was trying to contact you? Did you find out about what?
Oh, nothing too serious. He was just a bit mad because I've hooked up with his girlfriend a couple of times.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? You slept with the girlfriend of your coworker?
No, it was nothing like that. We just got a little drunk. It really wasn't anything serious. Besides, this guy never even had a girlfriend before. So we were out drinking and he said he wanted to invite her over and she was just really hot. So we kept drinking and the next thing you know, we ended up hooking up after he had passed out.
Wow, just wow. I really don't even know what to say to that at all. But it sounds to me like you deserve whatever is coming to you. But at least you and Megan are a perfect fit for each other.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
I mean that the both of you have been running around sleeping with other people's spouses.
What do you mean the both of us? Are you saying that Megan has been doing something similar?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You both are just horrible people and you deserve each other. Now please just leave me alone. You two have already put me through enough.
But wait, how did you find out about Megan? I don't get it. I had no idea about any of this.
She finally figured out who she was getting all her threatening calls and letters from. And I think you'll find that she had a very similar discovery to you. But you should just be grateful that at least the woman you slept with wasn't married.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that Megan has been sleeping with married men? Does that mean she's been getting those letters from their wives?
I didn't say anything, but you might want to go and have a little talk with her about her recent revelations. And while I'm here airing out dirty laundry, you might as well ask her about her secret bank account, too.
Secret bank account? What secret bank account? Tina, is this a joke? Please, you have to help me out here.
No, you cheated on me with my sister and married her. But then that wasn't enough and you had to go and cheat on your new wife with the girlfriend of your poor coworker. The two of you blamed me for all of your problems when the real source of them was yourselves all along.
But I had no idea. I had no idea about Megan's affairs or secret bank accounts or anything like that.
And just why do you think that is my problem? Now, it sounds to me like the two of you have a lot to talk about. But whatever happens, leave me out of it and never talk to me again. I was, of course, joking about Megan having to pay me $20,000 for all the harassment the two of them had subjected me to. But I had recently had a slurry of negative reviews by different people, but with a similar style came out on my business. I hired a PI to look into them, and they all traced back to accounts registered to Megan. So in the end, I hired a lawyer, and ultimately, Megan was forced to pay up. I made sure not to ask for any more than she offered, but for Megan, that meant that she was being sued for $90,000. After that, I heard that Max's coworker reported what Max had done to his supervisors. He accused Max of getting him drunk to sleep with his girlfriend. While the company wasn't about to fire Max for that, they didn't want to risk their reputation on him and gave him a huge demotion. I also heard from Max's parents that Megan and Max actually tried to sue each other for their affairs. The judge on the case threw it out right away and suggested they get a divorce instead. Both mirrored in cumulatively over $1 million of debt, however, they felt like they had a better chance to pay it down if they stayed together. So the two stayed together as a married couple, both in a kind of Cold War, trying to catch the other cheating or do something the other could sue them for and pay down on their own debts. As for me, I had those nasty negative reviews removed and got on with my life. I felt like I dodged a bullet with all those accusations, even though I knew I was innocent.
I haven't heard from either Megan or Max since then, and I think my life is better for it.
Layla, where are you right now? Everyone is out looking for you right now.
Kinsey, I have realized something very important. I see that we only have one shot at life, right?
Wait, what? Did you think that we had more chances at starting a new life?
Well, if there is only one life that we can live, I should be living my life the way I want to, right?
But where are you right now, Layla?
I'm at the train station,
What train station?
close to where I've been living.
Huh? But that station is like an hour's walk away from your house. And there's only 30 minutes left until the wedding ceremony begins.
I am not getting married.
Hold on, Layla, what are you saying? Today is the day of your wedding, right? And everyone you invited are already here waiting for you to marry the groom. And after telling everyone for the longest time you were going to get married, you're not? What the hell has happened to you?
It turns out that I don't want to get married anymore. And I just want you to know that this isn't some sort of confusion on my part.
You really don't want to get married then? But if you really didn't want to, then you should have told everyone that before your big day, right? Right now, everyone is worried because we don't know where you ran off to.
Well, I plan to move away now.
My head is starting to hurt. Are you kidding me? You're going to move away now?
If I continue to live in the house I've been in, my fiance will come looking for me, right? And you, Mom, and Dad all know where I was living, so I couldn't hide. And so I've decided I'll move far away and start my life over again and live it the way I want to.
But that's just what you think would happen. Are you actually planning to do all of this today?
I know that you'd all come after me, so that's why I chose today to run while you all are busy. Now, take care of that wedding for me, could you?
What do you want me to do about your wedding? Come back here and take responsibility for your own wedding, Layla. This has nothing to do with me, right?
But you're my older sister, Kinsey.
Even though I'm your big sister, you running away from your wedding is not something I need to be responsible for. You have to come back here and apologize to your fiancé for this, okay?
Now that you bring him up, I never chose to be with him.
But you were the one that chose to ask his hand in marriage, right?
He's the guy that Mom and Dad brought to me to go out with.
You kept saying that you wanted to get married and asked them over and over again to introduce you to a good-looking man. And so Mom and Dad did exactly that for you.
But I thought they'd bring me someone a bit better looking than him. If only there was another man that I could have chosen with a bit better of a face.
Huh? I just have to ask this for my own interest. But you haven't been with any other men this whole time, right?
I don't care about him anymore, so we don't have to keep talking about this.
Hey, Layla?
I'm telling you that my fiancé looks good and all, but he's only a simple office man. And he's working in the same company as Dad, right?
I've heard he works under Dad, but...
So that means that even at his best, he'd be doing the same as Dad. I hate simple people like that. I want to become someone that has a lot of money, you know? And having to be with an office worker making the same as pretty much every other man is not going to happen to me.
So you're being that selfish again, huh? Can you stop trying to think of only yourself when it comes to things involving others? I don't care who you plan to get married to, but making other people have to go through trouble for you is not okay.
But they have you there, so you can do something to ease the pain for everyone, right?
Stop playing around, Layla. I am well aware that you are a pretty selfish woman when it comes to money and things like that. But what you're doing now is taking things way too far. You're already an adult now, okay? And when you chose to get married and chose to have a wedding, you made both those decisions yourself, right? So if you don't want to go through with all this anymore, you need to come back here and clean up the mess.
Well, I don't like having to deal with anything troubling, and all that other crap like people's feelings is just too much for me. I'll leave all that to you.
I am not going to clean up your mess. I may be your older sister, but I am not some kind of assistant to you.
But having you as my older sister go in front of everyone and say you're sorry for my actions should work out, right?
But why do I have to be the one saying sorry for your selfish actions?
because that's what big sisters are for, right? You want to take care of your cute little sister, so you'll do anything to make sure they stay happy.
But when you cancel on a wedding with your fiancé, that's like something out of an old drama or something. Do you not see just how many problems this is going to cause for everyone here?
There will not be that many problems, Kinsey. You just have everyone start eating and drinking, and then you can all get drunk and have a laugh over this.
But you just went and left the wedding without saying a word to anyone, so you're going to have to pay for the wedding being canceled. And your fiancé is also going to want you to pay him a settlement for the trouble you caused. And you're going to have to apologize to all the guests that came here today taking time out of their busy lives. And finally, you're going to have to tell his parents why you chose to not marry him in the end.
All right then. Why don't you take my place in the wedding?
Huh? What is wrong with you?
You and I are about the same height, although my breasts are a bit bigger. But you can fit into my dress and pull it off, I think. And you're single right now with no boyfriend or anything holding you down. This will be perfect for you. So instead of me, you can get married today.
Come back to reality right now. I am not going to be taking your place as the bride today. I don't want to get married yet, and I will not be taking over your wedding to do so.
The train's here. So I'm going to leave now. I plan to become happy again, so you go ahead and make yourself happy as well. Bye-bye.
Hold it right there, Layla. Don't even try blocking me. Layla? Mom, where are you? Dad even told me that he hasn't seen you anywhere yet.
Hi, Kinsey. Thank you.
Huh? What?
Your dad and I are leaving right now. Layla didn't end up coming to her own wedding, and so there was no reason for us to stay there, right? And so that's why we left already.
Hold on, Mom! You just left me all alone here by myself? What am I going to do now?
I'd like you to tell all the guests about how our daughter will no longer be coming to that wedding and the reason why. And whatever happens after that, I'd also like you to deal with.
You're leaving this all to me?
As well as the talks about the cost of the wedding. You can already tell that his family is getting upset, right? Try your best and get them to not think about getting a settlement from Layla, okay?
They have a right to be mad at her, though. She literally canceled on the wedding and ran away.
And I want you to be the one apologizing for that. You're good with all that stuff, right? I think you'll be able to handle everything that has to do with the money side of things as well. This has nothing to do with me or your dad, after all.
What do you mean it has nothing to do with you two? Layla is your daughter, right? And what do you mean I'm good at this stuff? I don't ever remember being really good at apologizing for other people's mistakes.
I'm saying that you've always been good at controlling other people's emotions.
Are you talking about how in the past I'd always be there to talk Layla out of getting punished and things like that?
And that made you a great big sister.
Come on, Mom. The only reason she was ever able to get away with things is because you and Dad would always spoil her. And whenever there were any problems, you'd have me come in and handle it.
Don't try and make it sound like we pushed things off on you.
But it's the truth. Whenever I was with Layla and she'd throw a ball and break the window, you'd blame me for it. And when we'd be at a friend's house and she'd damage some of their things, I'd be blamed for it. You guys always made me have to be the one to deal with all her mistakes.
And that's because you're the big sister. It's your job to take care of your little sister, right?
But you guys are making me take her place when she needs to learn herself that what she's done is wrong. But now that you've been doing that all her life, she's never learned that her actions have consequences that can hurt other people. And that's why this whole situation with her wedding has happened. She's an adult, for crying out loud.
And I can see that this time she took things a bit too far. And so, after this, we plan to punish her if she ever comes back to our house.
For the time being, can you guys come back here to help me with her fiancé's parents? If we don't apologize to them and handle this, they'll be very upset.
It should be more than enough to have you there apologizing for all of this.
Are you kidding me?
And that's why I've been asking you to take care of everything for us and that I was thankful. When you have the whole mess cleaned up, you let me and your father know.
So, in other words, not only is Layla not taking responsibility for this, but neither are you and Dad?
Well, it's not our fault that Layla decided to cancel out of nowhere on her own wedding like that.
But she's your kid, and you have to take responsibility for that.
Well, she's an adult now and has a life of her own. And she moved out of our house a while back. So there's no reason for us to be responsible for her anymore.
Why are you all so irresponsible?
If you want to keep passing the responsibility around like that, maybe it's time you take it. I think that your father and I don't have to take any responsibility for what's happened today. But you do feel like someone has to be responsible, right? Well then, go ahead and take it so that this can all be dealt with.
There's no reason for me to be taking it either, though.
Well, you're the only one there from the immediate family, right? So it's all on your shoulders now. So make sure you clean it all up with nothing remaining, okay? And do not bring a single speck of trouble home with you.
You're lying, right? Mom, come on. Do not leave me here all by myself in the middle of Layla's problem.
I stopped blocking you, Kenzie. It's been so long now. How are you doing?
Layla, after leaving your wedding without telling anyone and then blocking me when you finally did respond after telling me that you were going to run away, what do you want from me?
Really? You're still upset over all of that? A woman that can't let go of the past is scary.
If you don't have anything for me, can we be done here? I'm working right now anyway.
You're still living with Mom and Dad, right?
Ever since I got out of college, I've been living there. What about it?
I knew it. Let me guess, you're also still single. If you keep living with them, you're going to stay single forever.
So did you unblock me just to tell me something like that?
Actually, I'm thinking of coming back home.
What? You're coming home now? What are you talking about?
I had a lot of things going on for the past 3 years, Kinsey. But I think that I'm done with all of them and plan to come back and live with Mom and Dad.
Wait! I have a lot of things I'd like to say as well then. Are you actually saying you want to come back here? It's because of you that I had to deal with a lot of bullcrap.
If you're talking about that wedding, that's in the past now.
Well, after realizing that you had canceled on the wedding, both Mom and Dad left back to the house as well. And they left me there to clean up your mess.
And?
I had to apologize to every single person there, and that day has gone down as the worst in my life. I had to literally go up to the parents of your fiancé and ask them to forgive you and our family over and over again with all my will.
Great job, Kenzie. Thank you so much for being there for me.
Before I get any thanks from you, I'd like an apology.
I understand that you had all of that happen to you, but I have a new fiancé and I want to come back home to get married.
Don't you dare forget about what happened to me. And you have another fiancé now? You're not on your own right now?
Nope. And he told me that it'd be okay if I lived with Mom and Dad, so I thought I'd be nice and give him the chance to live with Mom, Dad, and myself at their house. And so I'd like you to get out of there.
What?
If you're still living there, you're getting in the way, right? And I plan to make your current room into the room him and I can start making love in. So the parasite still living in their parents' house needs to get out.
Well, that house isn't there anymore, though.
Huh? Yeah, there's no way that could be possible.
It's because of you that it went bye-bye.
Because of me? What are you going on about?
We had to sell it 3 years ago. Look, you canceled last minute on your own wedding, right? We had to pay for all the wedding and for the settlement your then fiancé had asked for, and we didn't have the money for that. And so Mom and Dad sold the house and used that money to pay them.
Hold on a second. I left you to handle everything for me, didn't I?
Well, those people didn't just want me to apologize to them. They also asked that I pay for all of the wedding and for the settlement. And because it was your wedding that you dipped out on last second, your fiancé's parents were so upset with me that they would not let me leave without promising to give them the money they asked for. They were at the point that I feared for my life, that someone might kill me.
Well, maybe you should have been a bit more kind to them.
Realize that they aren't only pissed at me for what happened, and they are also pissed at Mom and Dad.
What do you mean?
You pushed all your responsibilities on me and ran, and then Mom and Dad left the wedding with no such thing as a single apology to his family. And when his parents learned that I was the only one trying to save our family, they lost all faith in our parents and you. But luckily, in the end of things, they saw that since I stayed and took the responsibility that was not mine, they forgave me. They told me that I didn't have to be the one to pay them for the money they asked for.
So you're saying that Mom and Dad took care of all of it?
Well, it should have been you paying, but since you were a little dog about it, Mom and Dad had to. And ever since that day, I have not felt any remorse for Mom and Dad and feel no need to care for them. And I left their home as soon as I could.
Then you lied to me and you're not actually with them anymore.
Well, back when I was going to college, I was able to save a little bit of money by living with Mom and Dad. And then even after that, I continued to stay with them to save up a lot of my own money.
What?
And I had planned to give them some money back for helping pay my tuition. But I also had a scholarship that helped pay for most of my schooling, and so I was able to pay them back through chores around the house since it wasn't that much. However, when you had canceled on your wedding, I made sure to pay them whatever remained with that money I'd saved up and got right out of their house.
And where are you living at now?
In a penthouse, but that's all I'm saying.
A penthouse? Why the heck are you able to live in a penthouse right now?
Because I'm a married woman, and my husband is a business owner. And so I moved into the penthouse that he had been living in alone while he was single.
Wait, you're lying, right? Why are you able to have such an amazing life now with a husband who has all that money?
Well, anyway, that's the reason there's no more home left for you to go back to. And so you can't come back. When I was leaving the house, Mom told me that I was disowned for leaving them to take care of their mess. And since then, I haven't gotten a single message from either Mom or Dad. So I have no clue where they are or what they're doing at this moment.
Then where should I go now? I'm going to be having a baby soon.
You're going to give birth? Are you actually pregnant right now, Layla?
Yeah, I did become pregnant, and since I'll be needing money and support, I thought I'd go back to Mom and Dad's house to live. And I thought that Mom and Dad would be happy to have me back and all.
Well, this has nothing to do with me then. If you happen to have their numbers still, why not try giving them a call? However, I don't think they're going to help you paint a happy life for yourself.
Hey, Kenzie. Since when have you become married? And when did your husband turn out to be a business owner, allowing you to live in a penthouse?
You disowned me, so I thought that meant we had cut ties, right? Why are you trying to talk to me now? Did you actually want to know that I was getting married back then?
I want to talk about how your husband has money right now. What penthouse are you guys living in? If you happen to have another room in that penthouse, then your dad and I are going to be living there shortly. Do you have kids yet? If you do, then you can leave them in my care while you go out.
If you're looking for a grandbaby, it would be in Layla's belly. So go help care for hers, okay? She is your favorite daughter, after all.
That girl is trying to get us to give her money right now. And when she told us about getting married, she also said her fiancé is jobless. If she doesn't have the money, she should get a job or something. Do something with her life, right? I don't want her coming to us for money right now.
Well, she did say she wanted to become wealthy, didn't she? Guess she never could make it that high. Well, I guess I knew that with the way she acted, nobody with money would be looking to marry her.
Compared to a parasitic daughter asking for money, we'd rather have the daughter that's doing well with her wealthy husband. You know that ever since we had to sell the house, things have been tough for us, right? You also know about how the man that Layla was supposed to marry worked under your dad, right? Because of that, work became difficult for your dad, and right now he's no longer working there. I can't deal with living in this cheap and raggedy apartment anymore, you know? I'd love to see what it's like to live in a penthouse.
Well, I plan to stay as far away as I can from you guys. And so I'd like you guys to no longer talk to me after this.
What are you saying, Kenzie? You want to live with your mom and dad, right? Right. You were home with us that whole time after you graduated, right?
That was because we promised to do that so that I could pay you back for paying my tuition. And I've paid you back for all of it, right?
But ever since you've left us, you've been so cold.
But that might have to do with you and Dad leaving me at Layla's wedding to clean up all the mess for you three.
But when our life began to go downhill, nobody came to help us.
Well, you both and Layla used me so often to take care of all your guys' troubles that when the day came you actually needed help, I was all used up. I am not your scapegoat, okay? I had had enough of your problems and made sure that the next time you needed me, you took the time to deal with your own problems.
I feel so sorry for spoiling Layla so much instead of spoiling you as well. And so I want to apologize to you for all of that. So, please tell us your address. I want to see your husband as well. And since he has his own company and all, he should be able to support your dad and I as well, right? Right, Kinsey? Kenzie, tell us your address. I am not allowed to go back to Mom and Dad, so I'll be coming to live with you.
Nope.
But your little sister is in trouble again.
Why not try living on your own then? Perhaps even go and care for Mom and Dad now that they're in trouble as well. I am a wife to a loving husband and family now. I have no need to be around you guys.
But you told me that Mom had taken care of paying for the wedding and settlement, right? If I'd known you were telling the truth, then I would have never bothered calling them again.
Well, they had to pay for something you should have managed. I'm guessing they want you to pay them back now for all of that, right?
I don't have that kind of money on me. And I have a baby that I need to give birth to. Aren't they being rude? And when I told them about you, they just hung up on me.
Well, just a bit ago, I was talking with Mom.
Those two are the worst parents. If they need me to care for them in the future, I will definitely not. They never bothered to help me when I need them most, so this is what they'll get. That's why I'll come to live with you now.
Well, when you were in trouble, you took all that trouble and pushed it onto me. And then you just disappeared forever, leaving me with all the people that were really hurt by you to try and say I was sorry to them. Because of that, I am no longer your sister.
Stop that! Hold on a sec. Don't tell me you're not my sister. If I don't have you anymore, who am I going to go to with my needs?
You have that fiancé of yours and a kid on the way. You can ask them to help you. You have to be ready for when your baby arrives, right?
Help me, Kinsey. Your cute little sister is in trouble right now. I have always thanked you for helping me out.
I'm sorry, but I have never liked having to deal with your responsibilities that you pushed onto me. And even though you're an adult now, you still haven't learned that there are consequences for your actions and that you must deal with them instead of having me do it for you.
Wait, Kinsey, I'm asking you, please.
I think it's my turn to block you. According to what friends and distant family have told me, Layla has been battling Mom and Dad about the money she owes them after they covered for her. They all don't have any money right now, and it seems none of them would like to get a job. They made a truce to all live together and work with whatever money they had to survive, and it seems that the whole conversation about having Layla pay them back has vanished. And recently, it seems the three of them have been going around asking family and friends to lend them some money. But because everyone has heard the stories of what happened, they haven't received a thing.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.